For many men, conversations about sexuality become quieter as they age. Yet, behind closed doors, a large number of older men continue to explore their sexual health and intimacy, and masturbation remains a topic that is often overlooked. While society frequently frames masturbation as something for the young, doctors and sex therapists emphasize that it carries benefits at every stage of life. For men over 60 or 70, self pleasure can provide insights and advantages they often wish they had embraced earlier in life. These secrets are less about mystery and more about understanding the body, health, and the role of sexual expression in aging. One of the most important lessons many older men discover late is that masturbation is far more than a release. It is a way of maintaining sexual function and circulation. As men age, blood flow to the pelvic region decreases, leading to difficulties with erections and overall sensitivity. Regular stimulation promotes healthy blood circulation, which in turn supports erectile function and keeps tissues active. Doctors often remind patients that the body operates on a use it or lose it principle, and this applies to sexual health as much as to muscles or joints. Older men who maintain regular self pleasure often find that it helps them preserve function longer. Another secret many wish they had learned earlier is that masturbation can significantly reduce stress and improve sleep. As the body ages, sleep becomes more fragmented, and stress can weigh more heavily on mental health. Orgasms trigger the release of endorphins and oxytocin, hormones that reduce tension and promote a sense of calm. For men who struggle with anxiety, restlessness, or insomnia, a private moment of release can be a natural way to ease into restful sleep without relying solely on medication. Sexual self discovery is also a theme many older men reflect on. In their youth, masturbation may have been hurried or filled with guilt due to cultural taboos. Over time, however, men learn that slowing down and exploring their own pleasure without shame allows them to understand what feels good, what rhythms suit them, and how their bodies respond differently as they age. This self awareness often leads to better intimacy with partners because men can communicate clearly about their needs rather than guessing or struggling in silence. For some, it takes decades to recognize that self knowledge is the foundation of satisfying sexual relationships. A surprising truth is how closely masturbation is linked to prostate health. Research suggests that regular ejaculation, whether through sex or masturbation, may help reduce the risk of prostate issues, including cancer. The theory is that ejaculation helps clear the prostate of potentially harmful substances, maintaining better overall health. Many older men express surprise when they learn that something once shrouded in taboo could actually be protective. Had they known this earlier, they might have felt less shame and more motivation to embrace the practice as part of self care. Another overlooked benefit is its role in combating loneliness. Older age often brings changes. Partners may pass away, relationships may shift, or physical conditions may alter how intimacy is expressed. Masturbation allows men to remain sexually active and connected with themselves even in the absence of a partner. It can prevent feelings of sexual decline or loss of masculinity, reinforcing that pleasure and intimacy remain lifelong experiences. This perspective often brings comfort and a renewed sense of vitality. Older men also learn that masturbation does not diminish desire for partnered intimacy. In fact, it can enhance it. By staying sexually active on their own, men keep their libido alive, and when opportunities for intimacy arise, they are more prepared both physically and emotionally. Rather than seeing it as a substitute for partnership, they come to recognize it as complementary. This shift in mindset often happens late in life, leaving many wishing they had freed themselves from outdated stigmas earlier. Of course, doctors also highlight the importance of moderation and mindfulness. Excessive or compulsive masturbation can sometimes lead to physical discomfort or interfere with daily routines. But for most men, engaging in it a few times a week is not only safe but beneficial. Listening to the body's cues and respecting its limits is essential, particularly as physical resilience changes with age. Ultimately, the greatest secret older men share is that masturbation is not something to outgrow. It is a natural, healthy, and even necessary part of life at every age. It supports physical health, emotional balance, and sexual vitality, Many who discover these truths later in life reflect with a sense of regret that shame or misinformation kept them from embracing it earlier. They realize too late that what they once dismissed as trivial was, in fact, an important tool for lifelong well being. What older men wish younger versions of themselves knew is simple: masturbation is not the enemy of health, masculinity, or intimacy. It is a form of self care, a means of preserving function, and a source of pleasure that continues well into the later decades of life. Accepting it without guilt or embarrassment could have saved them years of unnecessary stress, and embracing it now adds quality to the years they still have. In this way, the so called secrets are really lessons in openness, self compassion, and the enduring connection between body and pleasure.